All right, the ever-confused, confounded Joe Biden still stumbling toward the Democratic nomination, unable to even explain his own plan to address the virus outbreak. This is worse every second of every day. Take a look.
And in order to avoid those very high numbers, we have to do at least several things. One, we have to depend on what the president's going to do right now. And first of all, he has to wait till the cases before anything happens. Look, the whole idea is he's got to get in place things that were shortages of. I did insist. I suggested that we should have people in China at the outset of this event. And when it all started in Wuhan province.
Any of you understand that? Here's reaction, plus his take. Democrats keep hearing the chatter, the chitter-chatter. Well, they're going to dump Biden for New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Wait till I tell America about his record. Former White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Fox News contributor Karl Rove. Karl, good to see you. All right, I guess Joe Biden says I'm out, then they're going to bypass Bernie and go to Cuomo? A New York hyper super lib that lets out criminals and has a sanctuary state, the whole bit.
No. Look. The only way the Democratic nominee is not going to be Joe Biden is if there's a catastrophe involving Biden. And even then, they're unlikely to turn to somebody outside the crew that's run for the nomination. So, look, Cuomo was very sharp and very clear and precise with his brother. No way in heck is he going to run for president or want to be considered for president. I thought he was very clear on that, and this is a fantasy. And the flirtation that people have with replacing Joe Biden with Andrew Cuomo is indicative of a bigger problem that the Democrats have. You saw it in the ABC Washington Post poll, came out on March 25th. It showed Biden in the lead, 49-47, down from a month earlier where he led 52-45. But the interesting thing is this. Of the Biden supporters, only 24% say they are very enthusiastic about their choice. That means that about 12% of the electorate is very enthusiastic about Biden. Among the Trump supporters, 53% say they're very enthusiastic. That's about 26% of the electorate. So better than by a margin of 2-1, the electorate is more enthusiastic about Trump than it is about Biden.
Well,
that is a real problem if you're a Democrat.
I think every Democrat needs to answer the question. Did Donald Trump do the right thing with the travel ban? I think the Democrats in Washington will all have to answer. Was it atrocious what they did, holding up funding for hospitals and workers and small and big businesses so they could fund the Kennedy Center and the National Endowment for the Arts? Do they now support open borders and sanctuary cities and free health care for illegal immigrants? These are now front and center.
Yeah. Well, and you talked about the relief bill. I mean, really, do you think that same-day voter registration was a critical element in fighting the coronavirus? Do you think that $100 million for National Public Radio was critical? You know, they wanted $35 million for the Kennedy Center. They ultimately gave them $25. And do you know what the Kennedy Center proceeded to do? Fire every member of the National Symphony Orchestra, saying we can't afford to pay you. What was that money meant for? It was meant to keep them aboard.
For fighting for that garbage, they basically took their middle finger and shoved it in the face of every American worker, every small and big business, and every hospital worker that needed that money. And they delayed it for over a week. All right, Karl, thank you.
Right.